What is going on, guys? It is Scotty coming at you again with another Minecraft Bedrock preview video. And we have more stuff to go over in this one, let me assure you. So, we are in the exact same place as we were at the end of our last one with our spears and our zombie horses and our regular horse and whatnot. However, you may, right off the bat, notice that there are more zombie horses. I did not put these guys here. They spawn naturally as part of this particular preview, which is cool. I mean, we knew that already, but like they are spawning without zombies on them. And I do have this world set to pretty particular settings to make sure that there isn't a whole lot of mob clutter. I don't know if there are not zombies on them because of that, or if because they just have a chance to spawn without zombies. Either way, they're all over. They're spawning naturally, which is a feature in this drop. Alrighty, so first thing I want to cover is a major thing that I hated about the last preview that they actually did something about. So it is the lunge enchantment with spears. Now I have two spears here, a netherite and a wood spear. They changed the lunge enchantment. So the way it works now is lunge will take your hunger and a little, tiny little bit of durability as opposed to a lot of durability. So if you recall back in the last preview, this many lunges with the netherite spear, we would have seen the effects of the enchantment on the spear by now. And you can see that durability is pretty much still good, but my hunger is absolutely destroyed. That's the way they've chosen to fix it, which I actually don't dislike. It's definitely a heck of a lot better than breaking your netherite spear with only a few lunges. And the way we can demonstrate the fact that the lunge still works against the durability of the weapon as well as your hunger is by using a wooden spear. So I guess attacking a mob isn't really a great... There we go. So yeah, I'm attacking nothing. You still see that durability going down a bit. But yeah, the lunge enchantment has been made better, thankfully. This is by all accounts definitely a good change that I do like, which is awesome. Good changes are good, as you are probably well aware, but hold on, there's more. That is not the only good change that we've got going on. So the next thing I want to cover is the fact that horses can now swim. Yes. So if I take my horse in the water, bro is chilling. Obviously it's slow. Like taking a lead around the horse and then, leading the horse through is probably still faster. And also the horse can't really jump out of the water that well, but it exists. It's a thing, and it's really good. I mean, it's definitely better that the horse can do it in the first place than to say that the horse just can't do it, because, that's what horses would do in real life, right? Also, the horse is not the only mob that this applies to. Coincidentally, it also applies to zombie horses. So if we take this saddle out real quick, go ahead, tame one of these dudes. Just like that. Slap a saddle on him. We will be able to ride the zombie horse into the water as well. And he will swim. I actually made a list of mobs that this applies to. Okay, so the list is obviously horses, zombie horses. We've gone over that. Camels. It applies to camels as well. And it also applies to your donkeys and your mules, etc. Now, camels, right? We have to talk about camels because, yes, camels exist. But there is a bit of a variant theme that I'm beginning to notice in this drop. Specifically in this particular preview with the whole camel thing. There's no longer one camel in this game. And to demonstrate to y'all what I'm talking about, we have to take a little trip over to the desert. And we also have more features to go over when we get there. So let's go to the desert, shall we? And here we are. All right, so we are in the desert now, and it is daytime. And these two things are, you know, the two related things, you know, related to the desert that we're going over. Anyway, new camel, right? Okay, so this is kind of like the zombie horse variant for the camel. This is called a Camel Husk. Just so when you think of the husk, right, it's like the desert variant of the zombie. Well, this is like, you know, the desert variant of, you know, the camel, because it's like a husk. Anyway, it adopts the traits of the undead as well as the traits of the husk, right? So it does not burn in daylight. That is why we have made it daylight. Akin to the zombie horse, this thing is passive, so it will not hurt me. It can do everything a camel does. You know, it'll lunge. You're up high and everything, and it should be able to swim. It cannot. Interesting. I wonder if that is intended behavior. Anyway, okay, so at least as of this preview, Camel Husk cannot swim in the water, which is interesting because I have it on pretty good authority that the regular camel can, but whatever. If it's intended, they won't fix that. If it's not intended, they will by the time the update comes out, which should be sometime in December, by the way. According to Minecraft. But anyway, yes, Camel Husk. These things will spawn naturally in the desert, anywhere a husk can spawn, and they have a chance to be carrying husks on them, and those husks have a chance to be carrying weapons of their own, such as spears. On the Camel Husks, there's also a chance for these guys to spawn, which is the next mob I want to go over here. This is the skeleton variant for the desert. These things are known as the Parched, and they're kind of like bogged and strays in that they have all of the regular skeleton loot drops as well as arrows of weakness, which is what they will shoot at you. Obviously, they are like husks as well, so it's literally noon time here, and bro is perfectly fine. So yeah, these are the two desert things that we have as of this preview. We have little camel over here, and we have husky freaking skeleton over here. These guys also spawn in the same way that husks do, so both of these guys technically make husks less common because they're taking up some of that husk spawn rate because their conditions for spawning are the same as the husk. But anyway, yeah, this is what we've got, and it is quite interesting. So the deserts are going to become more dangerous even during the day, literally just because of the existence of these guys right here. You're not safe from them in the daytime, and weakness is definitely not a good effect. Like, it's not an effect you want to have, definitely. But anyway, that is our desert shenanigans, and that is all of the new features that have been introduced as of this preview. So yes, definitely some interesting things to go over and consider, as well as our much needed lunge improvements that are awesome. But yes, there's a fun little reminder that zombie horses and your husk camels are not the same. We don't have a husk variant of the horse, but that's because camels exist, right? Those are your mounts for the desert. That's why those are a thing. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning into this one. It's been a bit of a shorter one, but definitely some interesting features to go over. Remember to like, share, subscribe if you like videos like this that go over the Minecraft previews. I have it on pretty good authority that a lot of you do, so I like making them, and I will continue to. So that is it for this one. Until the next one, I've been Skydee. Take care of yourselves, and have a good one.